Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is September 26, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. Today I want to talk about a scam alert. I picked up a story here and I want to share it with you guys. It's about a gentleman who made a purchase for heavy equipment and never received it and is out of a large sum of money. So let's get right to it. I'm going to bump out of the screen here and I'm going to play this video. I'm going to have to mute my mic, so please pay attention to this here, folks, so you don't get scammed. I do feel sorry for this gentleman. So let's get right to it.
It's harder than ever to know who you can trust when you're buying something online.
People who are looking for, say, heavy equipment or cars might be aware of a scam that's making the rounds involving Craigslist and eBay. Kumi Tucker spoke to a man who lost thousands of dollars.
Tom Diedrich and his son have a tree service business in Ticonderoga. They found some equipment for sale on Craigslist and corresponded with someone using the name Karen Garvey, who moved the deal to eBay. His bank wired $17,600 to Florida.
They made out a form and I gave them the money, and I sat there while they counted 176 $100 bills. That was hard-earned money.
A few days later, he called eBay to ask about shipping.
And there was a pause on the line for a while. The lady came back on and she said, "I'm sorry, sir, but that is not an eBay number, a transaction number." That's when I got an awful sick feeling in my stomach.
Diedrich filed police reports, and when it seemed their investigation had stalled, he hired East Coast Investigations in Colony, which tracked the correspondence to a domain name owned by a person in Walnut Creek, California. We called.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Not valid.
Everything that they had posted online that came from what I thought was eBay was all a scam. The eBay protection plan that they sent me, the shipping notice that they sent me.
You can find many similar online offers of equipment and cars, some even using the same name, Karen Garvey. Same story of a dead husband. Diedrich wants buyers to beware.
It just kind of sticks in your craw. You know, you save up for a year to try to buy a piece of equipment to make your job easier, and somebody just comes along and takes the money from you.
Kumi Tucker, News Channel 13.
We've also reached out to the FBI and police. We will keep you updated.
And here are some tips to avoid getting scammed. eBay doesn't use the terms invoice, case ID, transaction ID, or order numbers.
And here's another warning sign. The seller says he or she is selling due to military deployment, divorce, or death in the family.
And some sellers claim eBay will hold the money and pay you back if you're not satisfied. eBay says it will never hold money for a buyer.
All right, folks, there you have it. I'm just going to bump out of here. Let me bump out of this where it goes off here. You could read this story if you like. It's on WNYT.com. And the story you're looking for is Beware of Craigslist / eBay Scam. I'm just going to bump out of here really quick. And let me just mute this here. Let me just shut this off here because it'll end up playing again. I'm sorry about that, folks. I just had to go over here really quick and go back to this and over here and move this over. I do feel bad for the gentleman. That is a lot of money to be, taken to lose, so to speak. I don't know if we could do it. They're going to do a follow-up if that gentleman will ever get that money back again. He may not. I don't know. Could be a total loss on his behalf. The reason why I am bringing this to your attention, this was that show or that segment was posted on September 25th, which was yesterday, 2018. However, when it comes to buying things of that nature, especially if you're out of state, folks, my suggestion is if you're going to make purchase of items like that, especially expensive items that run into thousands of dollars, you might want to, deal with a local company that deals with those type of equipment. We have them around our area that do rentals of those that type of equipment he was looking for, and they also at the times have them for sale, and it's right in your own backyard. Now I know a lot of people will go on eBay because it's easier. Maybe they don't have the time during the day to go shopping around, running around, or maybe they're in an area, a rural area that maybe the stores like maybe 20 miles away, 30 miles away, whatever. They don't want to make that initial drive. So in some cases people will take that take an offer like that. But you got to be very careful, folks. You know, when it comes to buying things of that nature, especially when it comes to thousands of dollars, you got to be careful. Me personally, I would never buy a car, and this is just me. I mean, no offense to people who do it. I would never buy a car off eBay, a boat, or a thing of that nature, equipment like that. For the simple reason is I want to be able to try it out, like the old saying, kick the tires, so to speak, check the engine out. You know, even if you say, well, you know, they put tons of pictures in there, that doesn't mean anything, folks. You know, every picture, yes, it's true. It tells every picture tells 1,000 words. But let me tell you something. And even if you threw a video in there, there's nothing like getting in behind it. Like if you're going to buy a car, there's nothing like getting behind the steering wheel and driving a car. You know, see how it runs in person. Is it got bed shocks? You know, I mean, is the person going to tell you all this here? You don't know. My suggestion is, and when it comes to things of that nature, be very cautious. If you are going to jump into that situation where you feel confident enough to do that, that's all, you know, more power to you. Me on the other hand, I personally would not make a purchase like that. I would look in surrounding areas where I am. I'm in New York over here, and there are plenty of places like that around the area that do sell that type of equipment that gentleman was looking for. Now, however, I don't know where he was ordering that from. I think it said Florida. I think it was. You know, I don't know, and I don't know if he's in Ticonderoga. I think that's in New York somewhere, Mike. Unless I'm wrong, I don't know. I didn't research that part. But anyway, and sometimes, you know, it's worth if it is like an adjacent state to you, like next to you. Like for example, I'm in a tri-state area here. New York, you know, of course, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey. So, I mean, even if I was to go a little out of my ways to go buy something like that, you know, if I had a trailer hitch or whatever, or a thing or a load, something like that, I would buy in my surrounding area. It's only, for me to get from here to New Jersey, it's probably from where I am, probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Connecticut's about probably a little longer, maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours to get there. It depends. You know, it depends on the traffic condition, the weather, and so on and so forth. But I'm in the surrounding area. Like I said, I'm in a tri-state area, they call it. And I would do something like that. But to you know, when it comes to things of that nature, folks, you really want to see it in person, you know. But if there is any updates on that story, if I do come across, I will, you know, make you guys aware of it, you know, and, you know, share it with you. But anyway, this is just a quick news brief. I just wanted to go over that really quick, you know, put it out there so you guys out there can, you know, see what's going on out there in the eBay and Craigslist world there. Apparently, there are scams going on, and unfortunately, people will every now and then get taken by them. So I wish that gentleman all the best. I hope somehow he can recoup his money. I hope justice is served. You know, like people will be able to help that gentleman out to get that money back. Because I can imagine he seems like a hard worker, and like he said, it is hard to earn money, especially when you're doing your own type of business. Especially, I think he's in a tree service or landscape and whatever. Those are a lot of labor-intense businesses. So I wish this person all the best, and I hope the word goes out to a lot of people out there. That's the whole purpose of doing the reseller news. So I hope you guys get something out of it. And I just want to leave it at that. Just be careful when it comes to things like that. You know what to look for now, folks. Okay, you know what eBay, what they have been set in place. So just check and make sure that if you ever are going to make a big buy-in or purchase like that, make sure everything is copacetic. You know, me on the other hand, I'll just stick to my old-fashioned ways. You know. Staying local, and if I have to buy something, I will buy it in my local town or whatever, but I won't go to that extreme doing that stuff. But I do hope everything works out for that gentleman, and it's very sad to hear that there, because you know, getting scammed out of money, it really does hurt. So I don't know, but if I do hear any news about that there, I will update you guys. This is Rich Pasini signing off for the Reseller News Brief. Thank you again. Have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye now.